One and a half souls. Keep looking out for it. And I'm on it, and I'm 1.5 assholes. Oh my God!
Move, doggo, get out of the way! I was going to say, move, bitch, get out of the way, but that would have been a little too,
Well, I mean, it's real.
It is real. But, talking about the dog, by the way, hi, I'm Dean.
I'm Nick.
1.5 souls.
We're back.
Yes, again. I hope you like
3?
episode. Well, technically, we had 2 episodes at the beginning of the year where we did Capricorn and just introduction to the year episode, but technically, second half of season 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to end with a couple more episodes than we usually do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first 2.
We're back. We're back. Good times, good times. Keeping this format of being a bit of a shorter video for you guys. Seem to really like it, so thanks for the love. We've witnessed that no one's commented or told us what you want, so we're just going to continue what we, what we do.
Yes, what we're passionate about, and we're just going to keep talking about that kind of crap all the way through to the end of the year. So, first thing I wanted to bring up was let's just put down on the table what's obvious. Some new songs have come out. Some new songs. From one particular, from a soundtrack for a game that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, yes. That's going to be a very good game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very good game.
What game is that, mate?
It's called Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Death Stranding. It's it's an open world puzzle shooter game. Is what I would what I've read about. It stars Norman Reedus, who's Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Yes.
He is the main character. A lot of the female species are very, very keen for it because he had to get full kitted up as the character is completely based off him, so full body image. Within the first, I think it's like 2-3 minutes of the trailer, he's standing there naked on a beach. So people just lost their shit over that. So, but
look, I know what's hot and what's not. It doesn't matter what gender you are. I don't see the appeal of that, Norm.
No, I don't know. I think he's one of those guys. He's like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Or
just a rugged
Jason Momoa.
Yeah. I can see those two. They're pretty steamy. I can see them. I can see their appeal. I can also see Kev from Shameless's appeal. He's quite attractive and buff.
It's true.
And I'm
it's
glad
a joke from the last episode.
I'm glad to be working with his doppelganger. Always in one. But yeah, anyway, if that's what the ladies like, that's cool. But I want to talk more because we're passionate about music here. The soundtrack that's been included in this game. One of our favourite bands, Bring Me the Horizon, have included a song. And it's blowing up like anything.
It is nuts. So their biggest song to date was Throne.
Yeah.
And
I can see that.
It took off and it just went ballistic. Everyone was like, Throne is this is amazing, this is good. And then they released a couple of film clips from their brand new album. And the newest one was In the Dark, which featured Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, nice.
And it was Ollie's very first directorial debut. And he directed the video. And it's a really good video. It's a really, really well thought song. Like, it is probably one of my favourites off that album.
Oh, nice.
In the Dark. But
check it out.
We'll get back to that, don't worry. We'll come back to maybe another episode. But we'll come back to this, don't worry. We won't forget. But the song that they released for the game Death Stranding, Ludens. Wow.
What a banger, man.
Wow.
Starts off a lot like the newest album. Where
Like
there's-
Ammo, yeah.
Yeah, like a lot more ravey sort of
An
techno.
electronic
Yeah.
type feel to it.
And it starts off like that, and then
The second half of that song,
it just goes-
Ollie just lets loose, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, back to like Sempiternal type of days and all that.
It was funny because I was watching with my wife last night. We watched our the making of the song basically.
Mm.
They had 5 days. They
Okay.
had 5 days. They're on tour. They're in Amsterdam, and they got a call from their manager saying, "Look, you need to put a song out. If you don't, you will not be featured in this game."
What?
That was the cutoff. They had 5 days, and they're on tour. They're literally making studios in the hotel rooms. Like they were like, "Well, we need to do something. We need to write something. We need to blah blah blah." They did it, and Ollie was taking the piss out of everyone because they're like, "Oh, it's good. They've obviously got rid of Jordan, and they're going back to their old stuff. They're good stuff." And he's just taking the absolute piss because they got so much flack for Ammo.
Mm.
I don't understand why. I honestly would put Ammo up there. One of my favourite albums of the year.
Not one of my favorite albums of theirs. It's still a great album, but yeah, I only liked, unfortunately, some of the heavier stuff on Ammo, like Mantra and It's a Wonderful Life and all that. That's the sort of stuff I liked. And some of the stuff, the song they did with Grimes, can't remember the name of it at the moment.
No, Blues. No, I can't pronounce how it's said.
But the one with Grimes, because I'm a big fan of Grimes. Yeah, but yeah, I did like most of it. There was some very experimental stuff on that album, but overall it was still pretty good. But not one of my favourite for Bring Me the Horizon albums. But anyway, yeah, no. But they come out with Ludens, and man, it is the best song I've heard in so fucking long. Man,
Well,
you haven't checked it out? Please Google
please do it.
Ludens.
Please do it. Watch the video clip too. One of their best video clips that's ever been released by them,
Nice.
hands down.
Hell yeah.
That actually brings us on to something. All right, we're going to continue on our trend from the last one. We're going to go top 5 of our favourite albums of this year. Top 5 favourite albums of this year.
Yeah.
All right. So, big guy, you want to kick us off?
All right. Well,
Do you want to do all 5, or do you want to do one and then I'll do one, or what? We prepare so much in this. Like we
did a little bit more preparing for this one, but yeah, I'm just gonna say it all out.
Okay.
And I don't care if they agree. I'm not gonna even say which is my favorite out of the 5. But
Just
this is
go
the
the
5 albums that I love this year.
Okay.
And a lot of them were albums from artists that I grew up with that are still making fucking great music,
Still
and I love
running.
it. And like, yeah. So first album,
First one?
probably my favorite album of the year because they're my favorite band, Korn. The Nothing. They've made so many great songs. Like nearly every song in this is a banger. It's one of those albums just perfect.
Yep.
They did Cold, and there's I can't because it's still so fresh too. It's hard to remember all the tracks, but you don't have to remember because you just sit down, turn it on, and tune out to the fucking awesomeness that is Korn. They're so back, man. They had a couple of middle albums in the early 2010s.
Yeah.
They were a bit average, but yeah, they're just back to form. They're back into the same sort of like follow the leader and issues. I love it so much. Other albums I loved. Australian band, North Lane.
Oh yes.
Yes.
They blew off.
Yes,
They blew off.
they're this year's, I reckon, Parkway Drive, because their album Alien has got so many heavy hitters on it, man. It's got fucking Bloodlines is great, Talking Heads is another one, and 4D I should say, sorry. There's so many awesome melodic metal sort of tracks too, man. You really got to check it out if you haven't.
Okay.
And the other albums I got to quickly mention as well. Killswitch Engage's new album, Atonement. So many fucking good songs on that. I Am Broken too, a highlight of the album.
Yeah.
Because it's all about mental illness and going through something tough in their lives.
That's good. That's good.
Hell yeah. We can all, sort of
Attest to it.
Yeah,
and
attest to
understand
it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Slipknot's new album, We Are Not Your Kind. That's another fucking good. Slipknot came back with a vengeance, man. The great was it Chapter 5?
The Grey album.
Yeah. It was an alright album, and it's got some good ones like The Devil and I and all that. But yeah, it wasn't my not in the top 5
Yep.
Slipknots for me, but
Yep.
yeah, no, this album fucking great.
Mm.
And one last one I must say, I ended up
Hey,
Super Heist. Now, Super Heist is another Australian act, and they've gone through a few singers and a few. They've had some problems in the past with members of the bands
yeah.
and all that, but they've got a great lineup now with Ezekiel Ox as
Oh, wow.
their fucking singer. Didn't you know that?
No, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Ezekiel
Oh,
Ox
wow.
is their headliner now for the band, and he brings the new metal wave, which is Super Heist, into the forefront of Australian metal music, man. And their album Sidewinder. If you haven't checked it out, you got to check it out. Some great stuff on there. Shockwave is a highlight from that album. But yeah, so that's my top 5 albums of the year. A couple of Australian and a couple of classic metal bands. So yeah, that's
Your 5?
my 5 albums of the year, man.
There's some good albums I do.
Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, so check out Super Heist, man.
Yes, no, 100%. Okay, so mine. Well, yeah, I've had a bit of a discussion with you. A lot of my bands released a lot of EPs. They didn't actually release a lot of albums, so I'm like, crap.
The way it's going these days.
So I'm gonna put this through, but my top 5 in no particular order. Album that I did listen to front to back. We spoke about just before. Ammo by Bring Me the Horizon.
Nice.
Had the amazing show that I got to watch, which was live. Was just they are a band.
Great.
Favorite song of that album would probably it's either a toss up between In the Dark and I'd say Mantra.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my two favourite ones.
Yeah.
Nihilist Blues was the song you're thinking of.
Nihilist Blues.
That's the one with Grimes.
Nice.
It took me a second. I got there. Don't worry. Second favourite album would be Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. End of Suffering.
Nice.
Frank Carter has gotten a lot of attention at the present time, because he did a female-only circle pit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
He said, if you have a dick, go over to the other side of the room.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It is
awesome.
so refreshing. Like, Frank Carter is an absolute. He was one of the bands that opened up for Bring Me the Horizon. I'd never heard of him, never seen him.
Yeah.
Watching him became a fan like that. Just was like, this man is amazing. Like, he is a brilliant artist. But End of Suffering by Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. Do yourself a favour. Really, really good album. The other one. See, this is where it gets tough because they were the 2 albums that I did listen to.
Well, I'm sure you're a big fan of Slipknot.
Well, Slipknot, definitely, I was going to say, We're Not Your Kind, was a really good. It was just a good album.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's their best, but I would say it's
solid.
Exactly. It was just a really good album. And then there was. What else was there? There was. This is what I mean. Like, a lot of the other ones are just singles that I was like, fuck, these are really good. And
Well, you can say singles because there's more than one song in most singles, isn't there? Usually.
I might just go those 3 actually.
Yeah,
I might just go there just because it was a really tough one. But what we might do in a later episode, we'll talk about new release because that I can talk about because there is a lot of new releases that come out which were like, this is amazing.
Nice.
So we might save that for another episode. But my top 3, I'd say Ammo, Bring Me the Horizon, We're Not Your Kind, Slipknot, and Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes.
Nice.
End of Suffering. But they would be my 3.
Nice. It's a solid list, man. Oh yeah.
We try.
Yeah.
Right. So we've done our
favorite sort of albums of the year.
Yeah.
Going on a bit of a serious topic. Our region of Central Queensland, Australia, has been affected by bushfires lately. Some pretty crazy hazardous weather conditions at the moment, and as we found out in the news the other day, it was started one of the major bushfires in Central Queensland near Yeppoon, which is Northern Beach, beachside town. It was started by a 16-year-old. We don't know why. It doesn't really matter because he's left a lot of people in that area homeless and destroyed a lot of businesses and a lot of
Or wildlife.
bushland, and put the wildlife in danger. The Kubrick Park, which is a natural nature reserve sort of thing. It's got like lots of different animals living on it, and it's sort of like a bit like Australian Zoo. You can come one-on-one with nature. You can pat the kangaroos and feed them, and have koala encounters. And they had to be evacuated. They had to fill up their vehicles and pretty much bring all the animals home.
Get out of there. And I mean, like, I personally know a few people that have been affected that have lost their whole houses.
Yeah.
And everything's just, it's gone. No, there's nothing for them to go back to.
Yeah.
And it's like...
It's a real shame.
I know there's been speculation about, like, why the 16-year-old did it, but, like, as a 16-year-old, you know right from wrong.
You should do.
You should,
no matter what your upbringing.
You should know right from wrong.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. Like,
don't do things to people that you wouldn't like done to yourself, pretty much.
Exactly right. Exactly.
That's the kind of logic most people should grow up with.
Should. Keyword in that sense. Should.
And like New South Wales has been having the worst fire season in years. Like they've lost so many homes, and even down near Gold Coast and all that, they've lost a lot of properties and a lot of businesses. And it's coming into towns, man. It's taking towns with them pretty much, and it's horrible. And all we can really say is we feel so sorry that we couldn't do more to help, because we live week to week. You know, we don't have lots of money to like go towards all the funding and all that sort of stuff. We can just do what we can, and this is kind of it. This is bringing up awareness of the hardships that we've been going through as a community. And
well, that's one of the other reasons that we are down here. We've changed our location again.
Yeah.
Is it's cooler. It is so hot. This last month would probably have to be one of the hottest months I think I personally can remember.
It's been pretty bad.
It's the humidity. So in Australia, especially here in Queensland, for those who are overseas and don't realise, when it's hot here, it's hot in the sun, but then we get a lot of mugginess and humidity that goes with it. So it just makes it even worse, because you that real yucky, sweaty, it's not fun to be in.
No. And it's not fun to be near people who's got the bad BO, but it's not their fault.
Exactly. You can't help that.
Can't be helped.
But yeah, so that's what's happening is we will get thunderstorms. So thunderstorms, there is no rain, it's just lightning and thunder.
No, we had a pretty bad one the other night. And like literally it rained for about 2 minutes, and I was like, really?
That was it. Yeah.
You need a lot more than that. We were also going through the roughest drought in Australian history as well.
It's bad. But yeah,
there was like little creeks and ponds that's near my house that are literally it's hard dirt now. They used to be like a couple of meters deep, and it's completely dried up.
Oh yeah.
And all the wildlife, all the cows and everything that's nearby, they're struggling to find nice grass to eat, as well as fucking just a water source.
That's it.
It's pretty horrible.
But yeah. So we just want to say our thoughts are with yourselves, those who have been affected. Yeah. But just be careful, guys. Like it's
look after, watch your kids if they've had a history of being silly or something like that. Just make sure you keep them preoccupied. Take them to the pool. Let them know about what's happening in the news, saying that bushfires are ravaging people's lives, and just put in perspective for them to understand that. If they have friends that want to do silly stuff like that, it's probably not the best idea. Yeah. Go benefit the community as much as you can, if you can.
Their actions will have consequences.
Yeah. And like most of the bushfires haven't been started because of silly people.
Yeah.
But like even if you just have a little campfire, and the weather, the wind comes in and blows that, and just starts a devastating.
Just be mindful. Be very mindful, guys. That's it. But I think on that note, we might end this episode 3. I don't know.
It's alright. It's out.
Episode whatever it is.
The summer edition of 1.5.
There we go. The summer edition
of season 3. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.
We're washing, guys.
We're going to be washing soon, aren't we?
Well, Kev says no. But yeah, remember, like, share, comment, and we will see you guys. Week or 2. So, who knows?
Yeah. Well,
keep on your toes.
Yeah. 2 weeks in a row we've had episodes out. This will be out Well, now when you're watching it, hopefully it's the week
This
after
will
the
be
last
out.
one. Well, you're watching it now, it's going to be a weekly episode, hopefully. If not, I'm going to have to edit this. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm Dean.
Peace.
See ya. Oh, can I call?